here is they call it a gaff or spike. We call them climbing spikes usually. You want to strap these down real tight. This is the actual part that will kick into the tree and support me as I climb. And there's different variations of these. They have these are the padded part leans into your calf right here. And there's different model types. Like you can buy straps that are Velcro, or buy some with like 2 straps up here and then 1 strap down here. And I especially bought these because they're more comfortable. Because if you've got to spend a couple hours in a tree, the more comfort you can get, the better. We like to call that, we strive for maximum comfort. Alright, this right here is they call it a saddle. And this actually goes on just like a utility belt. Make sure you're right around the waist, and you want it good and snug, because you do not, you'll see why in a minute, you do not want it sliding up or anything. You want it staying right put. Also, what I'll be using in the tree, these are what we call buck straps. And as you climb up, you throw this around like this and clip it in to it. These are called D-rings. Clip them in right here and you're around the tree, so if you happen to slip with your spikes, you're not going to go very far. So that's what they call being tied in. Our company has a policy here, before you even leave the ground, you have to be 100% tied in. Alright, this is a common thing, a rope, climbing rope. There's different types of ropes we use. I don't have a work line with me, but work lines can hold a little more weight. A lot of times we have to tie into limbs, tie it off and tie it to another part of a tree and then cut it. Then we can swing it with the rope and then lower it slowly. Climb line has has less threading on it, but it's more flexible, whereas a work line is more stiff. And we tie that on and take it up with us because I use it to rappel at a tie-in point up there, and then I can take my buck strap off and I can hang in the air and rappel and work in the tree. And the last but not least is the chainsaw. This model is obviously smaller. It's a lot different from other chainsaws, especially the bigger ones, because it's top handle mounted. You hold it from the top instead of from the back, usually what you hold them. And you're allowed, it's more, you can freely move and you don't struggle. Alright, well, I'll be taking a limb off this side. You might have to move it there. I'll start climbing up this tree. And kick him like this. Kick him like that. And there you go, it holds you up like that. Then we usually teach new guys that you always want to take smaller steps, such as just baby steps. And then as you progress in skill, you can take faster, bigger steps, which is what I usually do. Generally, when you climb a tree too, you want to climb it like a ladder. So you always want to climb the back side. You never want to climb under the curve. Otherwise, you have no way of getting around. All right. Another thing too is when you want to cut, or when we want to cut, you always want to be above your work. So we always stress to go as high as you can to tie in. That's all I'm going to do.